Welcome to Nollywood-Radio-France. Your host is Cyprian Johnson. We thank Cyril eBay for the permission to use this audio file from the Afriscope Radio Archives.
Afriscope, a radio journey through global Africa. Your guide is Cyril eBay.
Of heights you cannot reach. So you call me father, you call me mother, call me harmony, call me Oshun, for I dream a knowledge you cannot teach. And raise your expectations very high so you can see me, for I walk the space in between time. I am time and time is me, and don't tell me, Negro, do your time, for I have done so much time, and now time has my last name, my very last breath. See, I am a concept beyond your concepts of any kind. I dream a spirit you cannot kill. I come son of a new man, a new God for a new age, transcending from the only one. I descend from those who left but never really gone too far away from our souls. I refuse to be buried alive, a wreckage of this underworld. I fall victim on my knees and cry, pounding my Negro knuckles on the brick walls of insensitivities. I am cornered by fear every day. Every night I am running scared, crying out, running scared, crying out, running scared. I am locked out of myself, but I am a victim though. I am a victim, but I refuse to remain a target to be preyed upon by these sneaking soldier snipers, gunning down our legends and women and children and every voice of the people that rise. I am that prey to be run down by this capitalizing system. In my sleep, two political hands are choking my dreams with cover-ups of Operation Condors. Desaparecidos now switching continents, driving these black men crazy, assassinating the characters of our God. See, the fires in my dreams will never die so easy. I am like the salt in every recipe. I will resurrect the world's taste unknown. I am time and time is me, and don't tell me, Negro, do your time, for this is my time and I am not done yet. You see, my footsteps on the seashores of this world can never be faded by any ideological tide, by any political pendulum. You swing it left or you swing it right. I am the song that the earth sings to regain a long-lost strength. I am the delegate to the unborn, the one with the camp comb. I will ease your ways to Ileife. I am a solution, not a problem. I may be here to you, but I am really somewhere else. I am the pillar of the house, the head cornerstone. I cannot be moved. I may be stagnant in your eyes, but I am moving fast, changing yet constant, changing yet constant, changing yet constant. I am like the northern constellations. I am flying very high. I am a nourishing rain after a long-lasted drought. I will carve peace out of a hard rock of reality. You see, I am the river that runs beneath everything that you see. The black man is the river that runs beneath everything that you see. The black woman is the river that runs beneath everything that you see. Together we are the Nile and the Niger that even death cannot stop. And so your insanities I will drown in my wisdom. So you call me a stream. You call me Oshun, for I dream a stream you cannot fetch. I come son of a black goddess who lives sound, dancing the light of 1,000 African drum beats, living sound, dancing light, switching with laughter. Living sound, dancing light of a never-ending road. I am not an image of God, I come son of him, so I am him, rising from sea to shining black sea. You see, I will rise black, but I am shining, y'all. So you call me an unforgettable prayers. You call me a long-lasting religion. You call me music and drums. Call me trumpet. Call me dance. Call me mother. Call me father. Call me Oshun. For I am that I be. Not tripping that I am that I be. You see, I am the soul of the silent spirits. I am the soul of the righteous spirits. I will rise black, but better than your best diamonds. I am shining, you know. And that is Oshun.
Ben, your poem Oshun raises some questions about black identity, black pride, black oppression, black hope, aspirations for the future. What inspired this particular poem?
Well, as a matter of fact, I wrote that poem because I was worried that somebody else was telling our stories and telling them wrong. And so one day I just was thinking about it, And there was no way for me to tell my own story than to start from the part that I know, which is history and the culture. And standing there and listening to other people talk about the Oshun and the Ifa culture, misplacing a few elements, vital elements of the Ifa culture, and I didn't like it. So I decided to tell my version of Oshun, seeing through the eyes of a black man, talking about what Oshun is. You see, most Egyptologists are never Egyptians. And I've been trying to understand the reason why Egyptologists cannot be an Egyptian. I've seen some programs run on public TV about Tutankhamun, about Ra, and so many others, and all the Egyptian culture. I never saw an Egyptian interviewed about what is in his country. You think Egyptians are not interested in pyramids? Why should they be English, Italians, or Americans? Why? Are they the only people interested in knowing what our culture is? So I decided to tell my own version of Oshun in a poem. And this cry came out this loud.
And as a Nigerian, you belong to the Igbo ethnic group. Oshun, as you stated, is from the Yoruba culture. How did you reach out to this other culture in Nigeria to tell this story?
The point is, somebody say that wherever you come from, if you're born a black man, you are an African. Peter Tosh. And that was true. And so if the culture of Oshun is something positive to the Nigerians, me being an Igbo man is irrelevant. It belongs to us. We should take pride of what the Yoruba man does positive, of what the Hausa man does that is positive. We should take credit. We should talk about it and take it to the world and let them know that this is what we found in our place. Come take a look. This is beautiful. We have to talk about it. And whereby others are silent about it, I just decided to say something. So if you can tell your history, what would it be if we can, for instance, talk about this history now, and talk about it in Puerto Rico, and talk about it in Nigeria, in Johannesburg? The voices will start lifting up. Lives begin to change. If we realize what is good that we have in our own soil, whether it is Yoruba or Hausa, it belongs to us. This is the black culture, and that's the blackness that made us who we are.
And this particular poem, Oshun, is part of other works that you are involved with as far as poetry goes. Tell us what else you're working on and what you hope to do with the many poems that I understand you have written so far.
The ongoing work is... I lived in Italy for 14 years, published 2 books. One is called Songs from the Black Queen, and the other one is called Turtle, the King of the Animals. People say Turtle is never the king of animals, but it's the lion. But that's not true. Who told that story that the lion is the king of the animals doesn't know the story of the African culture. If you come to my place, you have to ask me who rules here, and I will tell you. You can't come into my place and say Ix into Leones, and that is what you say because you impose yourself like the lion imposes himself, and then you see the lion as dominating. As you dominated, you make the lion the king of the animals. The African people value brain power more than the physical power. So when you talk about animals that could rule, they have to be old, like the African culture. They have to be wise and not powerful physically, but they have to be powerful in the mind. And the turtle is an old man. He lives so old, so long, and he is the eldest of the animals, and he is the king of the animals. And there are other things that say that, but anyway, that's one of the books I published for children, to really tell them what truth is. and tell the stories that we know. And so these projects include the translation of this work into English language, which so many people have been asking of. And I'm beginning to work on it now because I really sat back on it because I had other projects. And now everything is settled a little bit. I'm going into publishing these poems. I have a complete book of poems coming in with 7 different books, all in one. I don't know the title yet. I might take back the title of the songs from the Black Queen, but I don't know yet. That's the project.
Well, I'm sure we'll be hearing from you as you progress with these works, and I hope you can share with our listeners more what you're up to, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks for having me. Strange place to have an interview, but that's how you can catch me.
That's right, and in radio, the ambience, noise, and sound can add a new dimension to the interview, so don't worry about it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
You've been listening to Nollywood Radio France. Keep checking on this website for new episodes of Nollywood Radio France. Like us on Facebook. You can also log in to our website www.nollywoodfrance.com.